In a perfect world, science informs policy, especially where that policy relates to science. But new research shows the reverse might be true, at least when it comes to climate change.
You know what this is? It's a snowball.
In the political world, an elected official can present a snowball in the Senate as evidence climate change isn't happening. Now, a group of international researchers says that denial of climate change has seeped into the scientific community. That doesn't mean scientists have taken up the cause of denying climate change. They haven't. There's still an overwhelming consensus. But in their paper, published in the journal Global Environmental Change, the researchers argue vested interests and political figures have scammed scientists into using the language of deniers and causing an appearance of uncertainty. Literally scammed. SCAM stands for Scientific Certainty Argumentation Method, a strategy of creating uncertainty to push inaction.
I'm not a scientist, nor am I a physicist.
I'm not qualified to debate the science over climate change.
I'm not a scientist.
I'm not a scientist.
What I have said repeatedly is I'm not a scientist.
As that Colbert Report bit highlighted, several politicians have deflected questions about climate change as well, excusing themselves as not scientists, which furthers public uncertainty.
More doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
It's worked in the past. Tobacco companies used perceived uncertainty in the medical community to push cigarettes after links to cancer and other diseases emerged. The researchers argue these scam arguments have played on scientists' own skepticism, causing them to double back on their own conclusions and generally causing more uncertainty. As an example of concepts from climate contrarians infiltrating the scientific community, the paper points to 2 issues of Nature and a whole host of other papers focusing on the perceived pause in warming.
Paws are for kittens and puppies, because global warming is definitely still increasing.
In the end, they argue more work needs to be done on strengthening the boundary between science and pseudoscience, and they encourage scientists not to be swayed or distracted by unfounded claims. For Newsy, I'm Sebastián Martínez.